You're watching Carolina and Company Live, your source for fun, entertainment, and events. With your host, Amanda Kinseth and Cecil Chandler. If it's happening in the area, then it's on Carolina and Company Live.
And welcome back, everybody, to Carolina and Company Live. It is a Tuesday. I'm Cecil Chandler. Look who's always back. I love it. I'm so
Amanda.
happy.
Yeah, it's great to be back. You know, it was hard yesterday to leave the baby, but you get here and I got to see everybody who I haven't seen for a couple months, so it's good. And I like working because we have a fun
8 weeks
job.
you were gone.
I was gone for 8 weeks. Yeah.
Okay.
Could have taken 12. You know.
Yeah. Next time, that's when I'm retiring. All right, we got a lot coming up today. We've got a great show lined up. But first off,
hey, let's check on that weather.
It's a beauty out there. Just a few passing clouds down at the beach, and there are a lot of folks down at the beach right now. As you see them there on your 2nd Avenue Pier camera, enjoying that sunshine and low humidity. Can you believe it? 2 spots, 3 spots, 4 spots right now coming in under 80 degrees. 79 in Laurinburg, Whiteville, and Sumter. 81 in Myrtle Beach and Conway. 82 in Florence. The humidity is low. The dew points are in the low 60s, and that's where they're going to stay today and tomorrow. Over the next few days, though, as we head toward the weekend, those dew points are back on the rise. Mugginess will be back on the rise as well. Our front from yesterday stalled well off to the east. That's where it's going to stay a few days before it starts to work its way back to the west. As it does so, unfortunately, our rain chances will go back up. Chance for some afternoon and evening thunderstorms coming back in for Friday and Saturday. Slim chance of a coastal shower on Thursday. Today, though, mostly sunny skies. Soak it up. Low humidity, less heat. Highs around 86 to 87. We'll drop to the mid-60s tonight for the inland areas and mid to upper 60s along the coastline. We are tracking a disturbance in the tropics right now, potentially Bertha over the next day or so. National Hurricane Center watching that very closely as it works its way. Granted, it's a long ways away from here as it heads toward the Lesser Antilles by the end of the weekend. As you see in your 7-day forecast, we're just generally looking at mid to upper 80s for highs, upper 60s and low 70s for lows along the Grand Strand. Inland areas mid to upper 60s through the start of your weekend. And then 70 to wake up to on Sunday and Monday, but the highs will stay in the mid to upper 80s and sub 90.
Weather is brought to you by A&I Fire and Water Restoration.
Good afternoon, Carolinas. I'm Crystal Costa. Here's what we're working on today. Governor Nikki Haley stops on the Grand Strand to talk about Atlantic Beach Bike Fest following the violence over Memorial Day weekend this year in Myrtle Beach. Find out why she is not changing her tune and wanting the festival to end and whether local officials agree with her. Plus, a suspect in an officer-involved shooting in the PD has died. Now that officer is on leave. We'll tell you what happened last night in the incident that began as an armed robbery. And changes are coming to the Market Common in the form of security guards. Find out why so many people who live there are upset about it. Those stories and more tonight at 6.
Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. Take a look at this adorable pet right here. It can be yours, and she is so well behaved.
She is just chill, isn't she? Her name is Lady, and she's a boxer, and she was abandoned in a local hotel room.
Oh, no.
And she's just a lover. She rode over next to me, and she'll give you sugar. But she's very, very chill.
She is. Just
she
look
is.
At her.
She's beautiful, and she is about 7, we believe, so we want her to have a home.
Oh, very relaxed and well-behaved. So the Grand Strand Humane Society, you can go meet her there, see if she might be your very next pet.
Absolutely.
And if not, then there's hundreds of other pets to choose from. And I also want to mention, you guys have an event coming up this weekend.
We do. Saturday, we'll be at the North Myrtle Beach Petco. And they're having a barbecue, and we benefit from 12 to 4.
Ooh, all right.
We'll have dogs there as well, so that'll be a fun event.
So you can go out, get some barbecue, and
adopt
meet some of the pets. Yeah, take home the dog after some barbecue. But what a well-behaved dog.
I know.
You are welcome back here anytime, but hopefully we don't see you back because I want somebody who's watching to adopt you. Stick with us. We'll be right back in just a moment. Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. It's time now for our baby cast, sponsored by the Kangaroo Pouch. And let's take a look at little Sammy. Let me tell you that I took this last night. He is the happiest baby. You talk to him, he smiles, he kind of lets out a little giggle. It's so much fun. I love it.
Smiling.
Got a big smile right there. Yeah, and I'm so happy I captured the smile because, you know, whenever you pull out your smile or your camera,
don't smile.
then they stop smiling. Yeah, I tried to do video because he was,
You know why he's
laughing
smiling?
and stuff.
He called me. He said, "You glad you're going back to work?" No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No, usually when they're younger, babies smile when they have gas. But now he's to the point where he smiles when you talk to him. Yeah.
Is that why we smile? What are we talking about? All right, let's see what's going on.
I want to mention real quick, the Kangaroo Pouch sponsors the Baby Cast. And, you know, this weekend is tax-free weekend, so you can head out there. And they're collecting backpacks and school supplies for Backpack Buddies. So take some stuff over there and drop it off. It's for a really good cause.
That's right.
And a thank you to Cecil, who got me a cake yesterday.
Oh, yes. We got a picture of the cake. We got some.
Well, Charlie would also like to thank you because he
ate a lot of it?
He really
Whoa, look at
enjoyed that
Man,
cake.
he
Yes.
chowed down on
so
that baby.
thank you to Croissants, too. They made the cake, and it was mighty delicious.
Croissants.
Croissants.
They always provide us with some great stuff, too.
Yeah.
A great place to go. And I'll remind you now about a beer tapping fundraiser. This is tomorrow night, and it's going to be at Gordon Biersch at Market Common. And it's a fundraiser for the Children's Recovery Center. They deal with abused and neglected kids in Horry and Georgetown counties. Come out and help raise some money from 5:30 to 8:30 Wednesday. And I promise Michael will put on a show when he starts drinking out of that big beer boot. It is a lot of fun. So you come out there tomorrow night between 5:30 and 8:30, raise some money for a good cause.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Okay,
What
so
else?
yesterday we celebrated National Lasagna
That's
Day,
right.
and Rotelli's Pizza and Pasta sent us some lasagna, and I understand they
And he
sent
said
us
something else
today.
Now look at this. This is, how about a shot of this? Can we show this?
Ooh,
Interns
what is
are
that?
asleep. You see them sleeping? This is gluten-free lasagna. Vegetable.
Interesting. Gluten-free,
Vegetable lasagna.
veggie lasagna.
Yeah. So we're going to be trying that a little. I want to thank Rotelli's for that. There's the phone number. Check them out. Rotelli's over there. Mike did a great job in fixing this up for you. Mike, thanks so much. You got lunch for us again today.
All right.
And we appreciate that. Gluten-free.
Gluten-free and vegetarian. That makes it good for us, right?
All right, here we go. Today's Tuesday, July 29th, and this is actually National Lasagna Day today.
Oh, today
Yeah,
is?
today is.
Okay.
And it's also National Lipstick Day.
I have mine. Where's yours?
I'll put it on later.
I'll go get you something.
Birthdays today, 1947. Sally Struthers, 67, the Emmy Award-winning actress, played Gloria on All in the Family. Of course, her husband, Archie, called him Meathead. 1957, Scott Pelley, 57, a TV journalist, correspondent on 60 Minutes also. 1990s, Soulja Boy, 24. He's a Soldier Boy. I left out a letter here when I was typing it. 24. He's a rapper. He created dance craze Crank That, and his real name is Deandra Cortez Way.
You have no idea who it is.
I have no idea who he is. He wasn't born he wasn't on in the 50s and 60s. 1957. A lot of people remember this. Jack Parr's Tonight Show premiered on TV, and in 1965, the Beatles movie Help premiered, and guess who went to see it? Queen Elizabeth. How about that? All right, you ready?
Ready.
Know it all?
Yeah.
All right, here's. Have you been in a dark place, real dark, and then you walk outside in the sun and you start sneezing uncontrollably? This happens.
Sure.
What is this called? You know what it's called?
Sneezing.
Sneezing. It is called sneezing. It's called solar sneezing. And about 35% of the human population are victims of this. So, when you walk outside, that's called solar sneezing.
Solar sneezing. I do know that the sun makes you sneeze
A lot of people
sometimes.
can't control it when they walk out from a dark place to the sunlight. So that's what it is. And that's from the Know-It-All Department.
There you go.
Did you give me that one? No. All right, that's from the Know-It-All Department today.
I don't give you any of those. I don't know where your sources are.
I don't know where I get them
We
all.
have a fantastic show for you today, so don't go anywhere. We will be right back in just a moment. Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live, and that's what we're talking about. Your lawyers at the beach. They have all your answers and everything you need, and today we're talking about timeshares.
That's right. If you want to know something, you got to check with these guys because they do know. We're going to talk a little bit with Wayne today, and Wayne, now, we want to talk about what is timeshare resale. What's that about?
Well, essentially, when you talk about timeshare sales, there's two large categories. One category is what would be called resort or developer type sales, and the other is what's called resales, or sometimes you'll hear the word used.
Right.
But but in the industry itself, it's called resales.
All right, now, if you're buying one, should you buy new or used?
Yeah, what's the
Well,
difference?
what's the
there's
difference?
pros and cons to both. The advantage of buying a new is that there's certain benefits that perhaps that company will offer you, certain incentives when you buy it. However, if you're even remotely thinking about timeshare, you really want to go give a lot of thought to looking into the resale market. And you know why? The biggest reason is because the cost is between 20 or 25% all the way to 70 or 75% less than the cost of the new product. It's a significant savings.
Sure, that's big savings.
I didn't know that.
What's the difference between buying from the company versus buying from an individual or an owner?
Well, when you buy from the company, generally you don't have to spend a lot of time worrying about the title and those kinds of issues. But if you're buying something from an individual, then you've got to worry a lot about, hey, what about the title itself? What about the maintenance fees? All those things. And so if you're even thinking, and I should mention something too, let me digress 1 second. If you even think that you might be interested in timeshare, you can find all sorts of venues for locating these resale products. You can find them on eBay, you can find them on Craigslist, you can find them in the newspaper. Your first cousin, your next door neighbor. Everybody's got a timeshare. And so the courthouse is also a great resource. A lot of people don't check there, but for example, we foreclose on lots of timeshares, and you can find these sales going on at the courthouse where you can buy a timeshare product pretty cheaply. Okay. So if you're interested in it, yeah, you really, if you're thinking about timeshare, you really ought to check into buying a resale product.
Okay.
All right, if you buy a resale unit, I got to ask you this: can you still take advantage of timeshare exchange?
Oh, sure. There are. In fact, I'm glad you mentioned exchange. For those who don't know what that is, there are companies, large companies out there, where if you own a timeshare week, you can put your week in there. It's like a bank, I guess, and millions of people, of course, put their products in these big companies, and so you can go buy a timeshare week, a used or a resale week here on the Grand Strand, and find yourself staying in Hawaii or anywhere in the world where there's timeshare by just paying a small exchange fee. It's a great deal.
Your lawyers at the beach, they know it all, don't they?
Sure do.
I'll tell you.
And
Wayne, thanks for being with us.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank
Get a
you.
hold of them. You can go to yourlawyersatthebeach.com, and that'll find you all your information, too. Stick with us. We'll be right back in just a moment.
Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. You know, this is something I remember from the 50s, these similar type toys. They're so much fun. Bouncies, I call them. Now,
Yeah,
these are called
EcoBunk.
EcoBunk, okay.
Yeah, and we've got Donna, who's a mother and also the inventor of these toys. Talk a little bit about these.
So this is a modern spin on the classic bopper. It's made here in the U.S., and then we cover it with a fabric cover, and it's made out of recycled water bottles.
Nice.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
This is our latest line. This line is called the Real Hero series. And so we've got a doctor, Dr. Sophia. This is Mason, fireman, and then we also have a soldier named Ethan. On the back of the toy is an inspirational message. When I grow up, I want to be. And then 3 character traits for the child to aspire to. So with the doctor, confidence, responsibility, empathy. It's novelty meets learning.
Oh, that's great. What a great idea. How did you come up with this?
You know, I have 2 kids, and I really I wanted to bring something to market that I would feel comfortable giving my kids. And with 95% of the toys being manufactured overseas, I wanted to make something here. I wanted to know what was in it, and I wanted to be able to do it right. And
people like something made in the U.S. of A., I'm telling you. Now, I like
That's
this
right.
karate guy.
Yeah, so we just made that a customized toy for Google, and that's the android dressed up with a karate gi, and that's available on thegoogleStore.com.
Very
And
cool.
we also just licensed the South Carolina Gamecocks.
Yeah.
Really?
Congrats
Yes,
on that.
so we'll have that one available actually at an upcoming game at the Gamecocks versus the Georgia Bulldogs in September. We'll be tailgating and selling EcoBonk toys.
Nice.
And we have a booth at the South Carolina State Fair in October.
That's
How
great.
about
People
this?
can also get these online, right?
Yes, if you go to our website, these toys and the Gamecock store will be available on September 2nd. And our website is www.puri-elemental.com.
There it is
Would
on the
love-
screen
come
right
on
there.
by.
Yeah.
Can you believe that's a mom that's come up with an invention?
Well, that's because you've got boys, right?
I
Do you
have 2 boys,
I was just
and
saying,
this is the
I
ultimate
understand.
play pal.
Yeah, I've got a
It really
3-year-old
is.
boy who would love this, and it's a good way to kind of expend some
right.
energy, and it's
Your
soft,
kid needs one of
and
these.
it's not going to hurt anything in the house
That's
either.
right. It's really, it's for ages 2 and up, and the cover really makes it feel more like like an interactive stuffed animal than an ordinary bopper.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I was going for. I wanted it to be a pal, somebody, something to tumble with, embrace and enjoy,
Yeah,
and my
give a big
boys
hug
love
to
it.
and learn a lot too.
Well, thank you, Donna. We appreciate you
check
bringing
it
us
out.
in.
Puri-elemental.com, and these are fun. We're gonna
I
have,
like that.
these are
Stay
fun.
with us. We'll be right back. We're going to talk about a young lady that works out all the time.
Well, welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. Now we have a local bodybuilder with us.
That's right. She's from Longs, right here in Horry County. Now, Tabitha Britt, she placed 3rd in the state bodybuilding championship.
Nice. That's
Now,
some tough competition too, I bet.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I mean, what in the world made you want to be a bodybuilder?
I had 2 children back to back and, of course, gained a lot of weight. And then I decided to lose the weight. And the lady that I was working with kind of convinced me that maybe I was built for bodybuilding. So I gave it a try. Wasn't very successful. And then met Dr. David Hott at the Fitness Zone in the Human Performance and Wellness Center in Little River. And he has just transformed my body, my mind, and I love it.
We're looking at some pictures of you now working out. Now,
Wow.
you work out how many days a week?
I'm actually working out 7 days a week right now.
7 days a week?
Yes.
Wow.
I imagine you have to look like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of discipline.
I promise you it has to. Now, you're 3rd. Now, what other competition are you going to enter?
I have the Excalibur coming up on August 9th in Charleston, South Carolina.
Charleston.
Yes.
Now, how many women actually go for these type tournaments?
It kind of depends on the actual show that you're going to, but
Yeah.
there can be anywhere from 5 or 6 in your class to 20, 25 people in your class.
Oh, okay.
So
Well, that's good. You do it. Can I see your muscles?
Yeah, I was gonna say we're done back on camera. Flex for us.
Feel mine.
I think she's
My
got
muscles?
you.
Okay.
I mean, I can help you,
You can help me.
yes.
I know you could probably work me out on this.
Now, so what type of workouts do you do? Is it cardio and lifting?
It's actually more, despite what people may think, it's more lifting than cardio. There's a lot of cardio close to a show because you're trying to drop your body fat.
Right.
But for the most part, it's a lot of heavy lifting, and women tend to think that if they lift heavy, they're going to be big and manly, and
Right.
clearly I'm,
You're
feminine,
not.
and I'm
Yeah.
not manly, so the weightlifting is very beneficial.
Yeah, but if you were my wife and you told me to do something, I'd do it. I just want you to know that. I mean, she's big enough to beat me, I'm sure. Well, that is great.
But I'm very nice. I wouldn't beat you.
We wish you a lot of luck, though. Could you
Thank
take
you.
some of my body fat off?
I could try
help me?
with some weightlifting and a little bit of cardio and a strict
Help me.
diet.
Oh, gosh, the strict diet killed me. Thanks,
Yes.
Tabitha, so much.
Thank you.
Wish you a lot of luck in
Yeah,
that.
best
Thank
of
you
luck.
very
Okay.
much for having me.
Oh, nice. All right, we've got more coming up in just a moment, so stick with us.
Okay, I've been in television for 41 years, and this is one of the most fun shows I've ever done. Carolina and Company Live is a great show. It tells you about everything happening in the community. If you want to know what's going on in the Horry County, PD area, you got to watch this show. It's a lot of fun. Amanda and I really click together. I love this show, and I hope it's going to continue for a long time. So if you're looking to find out what's going on in your area, you got to watch Monday through Fridays at noon. It's live. You never know what's going to happen on this show. In fact, I don't know what's going to happen. All right, welcome back, everybody. I do want to say something about Butlers right now. Coming up, it's a 3-day, no tax, on school supplies, going back to
that's right,
school,
tax-free
and
weekend.
on clothing. So at Butlers, you want to go buy Butlers Fine Men's Clothing because you got, let's see, seersucker suits half price, dress shirts half price, summer suits half price. All this is at Butlers over in Florence. You got to go buy it. I was there yesterday. Unbelievable. A lot of stuff for sale.
Nice. Yeah,
Great.
get some good deals.
That's
so
right.
they're having big sales and tax-free.
Yeah, let me feel your muscle.
Now,
You got-
it's been a couple months since
You got
I
more
worked
muscle than
out.
I got. You just had a baby. I can understand that. I'm going to work out with Tabitha a little bit. See if it can help me
This has
some.
been a lot of fun. We thank you so much for joining us. We will see you tomorrow right here. at
Right
noon.
here. Have a
good
great day,
one.
everybody.